Today, I'm starting a thread journal. Some assembly required. Happy New Year. I'm about to embark on another year-long project. I know, I haven't actually finished my temperature blanket from last year. I do hope to get that finished by next week, but the thread journal is an entirely different concept, a little bit less rigid. The idea is to capture memories over the course of the year by embroidering little icons onto a piece of fabric. I didn't make this up. I heard about it online from Stephanie Evans. Check out her website. And she also has a Facebook group that I've been finding really inspirational. It's a good place to ask, like, oh, how should I show this? Or what kind of fabric should I use? Or I'm having trouble with whatever. And then so many people will give you answers. It's kind of great. She has classes and a kit and everything. Unfortunately, I have everything that I need, so no kit for me. I'll have to put it together myself. All you really need is fabric and embroidery materials. Definitely have these. The fabric part, I have to decide about. Now, of course, I'm going to try to figure this all out as I go because for some reason that seems fun. But today I'm going to focus on laying everything out, maybe sectioning off my canvas, if you will, into little months, and just all around getting this whole project started. That's always the hardest part. Let's see how it goes. So I think that my biggest decision was the fabric. I've chosen these cloth napkins from Target. I am worried that they might be a little thin, but they have the advantage of being hemmed and square and lovely, just in case I want to display the finished journal not in the hoop. Plus, if I do like it, I already have the material for the next 3 years. It seems to me that I should probably stick my fabric in the hoop before I try to measure and mark the sections, just in case it stretches or something. Hopefully it won't. That does seem annoying, but I have to keep reminding myself it doesn't need to be perfect. It's supposed to be a positive experience. I'm trying to mark the middle so it's fairly centered on the fabric. I mean, this seems close enough. There, I stuck another little pin in so it showed the middle a little bit better. Next, I would like to mark out the month dividers. I'm hoping to do all the marking with these heat erasable pens. I have tried them before, so I know that they work, but maybe I should see if one particular color erases better from this fabric. Hairdryer time! Wow, that didn't take long. That was surprising. I feel like you can see the red a tiny little bit still. Barely, but I guess I'll stick with the black or the blue. Now, let's see how I can do this transferring. Okay, so it didn't quite trace. Not to worry, I have another idea. Or maybe in a bright pink so I can actually see it. That might be smarter. So maybe not as easy as just drawing lines, but this will work. Now, I will peel this part off and try to write the year. Not so beautiful, but maybe it will look better stitched. I cannot see what I'm doing. Hopefully it's the combination of the silver thread on top of the not so neat lines, but I'm holding this right up next to my face. Nothing like a little extra challenge. Hooray! The outline is finished. I think I want to fill the empty spaces with little French knots, but I am really not sure what color yet. Definitely not the shiny silver. That is not my favorite to work with, but hopefully it looks fine as an outline. Now I need to make another color choice and stitch my January line. I'm leaning towards making the lines all different colors and incorporating the name of the month into the line. But first I do need to decide on a color scheme. It's probably going to be a rainbow, but at least I'll think about it first. Yeah, I think it has to be a rainbow. That seems like the most fun. And I will be fairly unoriginal and start with red. So I'm going to put this little box under for something to press on and try to write January in a pretty way. Okay, not bad. Now let's see if this is easier to stitch. Oh good, I can definitely see this much better. Now that doesn't mean that this will be a perfectly straight line, of course, but I'll try to make it close. Wow, that looks a lot better than I expected. I had originally thought I would stitch all the month dividers at the beginning of the project, but that doesn't really sound like a lot of fun right now. Maybe I'll look at it like a little celebration for getting to a new month. For now, I can get rid of this pink thread and then start on my first icons. Nice! My first icon is Sackboy, to commemorate our new favorite video game to play as a family. I think people tend to start in the middle and work their way out each month, but I think I'll just try to put things where they fit, and then smaller ones can fill in the gaps. First, I'll try to draw him on here, and then I can stitch. I might have picked the hardest thing to do first. Well, I'll learn something anyway. Here's his little outline. I didn't quite follow my sketch. I'm trying to do little lines of chain stitches to look a little bit like the character who's knit. I wouldn't say it looks like knit, but it does add texture. Cute! Kind of huge, but that's okay. Now I'll do his eyes and mouth. And his zipper. I think he turned out pretty cute. Now, let's see what this looks like without the pen lines. Not bad. They definitely took more hair drying to disappear than they did as fresh marks. I'll try to keep that in mind and not leave the pen marks on for too long. Good news! I picked a color for my French knots. Maybe they can make the year look a little less subtle? There! I think that's better. I mean, maybe not super sharp and popping, but that's okay. I think I have time for one more little icon. I'll see if I can make this one a little bit smaller. Ta-da! Pretty simple, but they actually kind of look like geese. This is fun. And there you have it, the beginning of my very first thread journal. Not a bad start. I've seen people approaching this in a lot of different ways, so I feel like you can adapt it for whatever level you are or however much time you might feel like you have in the next year. Some people don't section it off at all. They just sort of put the icons and kind of go around, or just put the icons wherever they want. Some people use one color for their icons in each little month section, so it ends up looking like a big color wheel at the end, which is cool, but I feel like I need the option to use different colors so the things that I'm making kind of look like what they are. Some make one icon every single day. Those tend to be a little more full. And some just pick certain bigger events to embroider. I am planning to treat this kind of like a gratitude journal. Whenever something strikes me as particularly special, I'll stitch it on. I am definitely not going to do one icon every day. That is not something that I can keep up with. I will likely not be putting all of this on YouTube, but maybe I'll post like a little update every once in a while or whenever I find something especially cool to embroider. However, I am going to try this year to actually post on Instagram, so you can follow over there for more on this project and whatever else I'm working on during the year. I think this is going to be a fun project. Are you going to try it? You can make it as complicated as you want it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. New videos come out every Saturday. So until the next one, be awesome, and I'll see you then. Bye!